This is week 36. Welcome back. Last week we really enjoyed your presence at the mini musicale, and I hope that you enjoyed hearing the children's progress as well as I did. You may notice that today's assignment has many of the pieces that we've been working on for a few weeks and some new pieces. And this is how it begins to happen. We keep pieces, we move on to new pieces, we expand on pieces. They can always go back to pieces that they know. This is what is called a repertoire. At the beginning of this assignment, there's a wonderful quote by Tony Robbins. There is no such thing as failure, only learning. And if only we could remember that in our own lives. There's so much learning going on in this program. So let's get started. It says to play scales daily. Boy, you've seen this almost every week, and you will continue to see this. So it starts with the C major scale. One chord, 5, 7, 1. Left hand's turn. Scale. D major scale. Scale. Can you also add the A major scale? That would be optional, but I bet you could figure that out by ear. Can we move to improvisation? It's number 4, 5, and 6. And it's different from 1, 2, and 3 because they're going to respond with sounds of the opposite chord. So if they hear the improviser playing with a 1 chord, they're going to respond with an answer in the 5, 7 chord. And if they hear the 5, 7 chord being improvised, they're going to respond with a 1 chord response. These are tracks 19 through 21, and I'm going to go through them with you.
Improvisation 4 in D major, using
D.
1 and 5, 7 chords. I will improvise on a chord and leave time for you to improvise on the opposite chord.
All right, hear that?
I will start with the 1 chord. Be prepared to answer with your improvisation on the 5, 7
so
chord.
My fingers are already
with
set.
the melody in the right hand.
Here I go. Here, 5, 7, I'm going to the 1.
Improvisation 5 in D major, using 1 and 5, 7 chords. I will improvise on a chord and leave time for you to improvise on the opposite chord.
Same thing.
The melody is in the right hand, in triple meter.
All right,
I will start with the
this.
1 chord.
He's going to do 2 chords. Listen.
Improvisation 6 in D major, using 1 and 5/7 chords. Remember 3 things. Play the melody in the left hand, in triple meter,
2 chords
and
each.
improvise on the opposite chord.
Okay, here I go.
I will start with the 1 chord.
So I'm all set in the 5/7. Notice he's only using 1 chord. Now, you may have heard that error. He says it's in triple rhythm, but actually that one's in duple rhythm. That's why you only hear 1 chord. So you heard me. I thought I was expecting the 2 chords, and then I heard the sound, and that was duple rhythm. That's a mistake on the recording, but we can figure that one out ourselves. All right, we move on, and the new piece is Zoom Gali Gali. We're in the key of F minor, so that's that La ti do re mi re do ti la mi la la ti do re mi re do ti la mi la, and this is a shared melody. See, I need to have both hands up there. You'll go through the practice CD, even if you think you know it, and listen to the patterns, be challenged to figure out the names of the patterns, find them on the piano, and then play this piece. And if you can add the chords, it's even better. Okay, we get to the Hungarian play tune. That was last week. French folk song. And I'm using my scale fingering. Next it says to optional, Go Tell Aunt Rhody. That's found in the supplementary pieces at the end of Book 3. That's the one that sounds in E major. Piece, and it's worth learning. Then we see play the duple rhythm with rest. You take out those long cards and you play along with the recording. Please don't skip this one. This one, even if you're not feeling well that day, you can do that in bed. It's really a helpful way to get your ears trained. Then we follow with the beautiful prelude in A of Chopin, and we conducted in class when we learned how to move our hands in a graceful way using a 3 going down, out, and up as we were doing it. It's a wonderful piece, and we talked about Chopin and the history of Chopin. Finally, there's one writing assignment, the duple rhythm composition on page 16 using the duple rhythm with rest cards, of course. So here we are making a full circle of hearing the sound, writing the sound, and then hearing the sound again when we play it. All right, that's this week's homework. I hope you enjoy playing the piano today.